Okay, so what I want to be starting on today is to create the base for a new tool I'm working on that will hopefully make self-hosting feel like serverless. And I'm also going to be testing out my new framework, it's a framework I've been working on for some time now, called Endurel, that makes it super easy to build full stack web applications in Go. So I'm just gonna kick it off by creating the project. So we're gonna call it Miflon, and it's gonna schedule a new project. Nice. And now we're on the latest, so I'm on Alpha 6. Yes. I'm just gonna sync the tools. Yeah, come on. I don't know why GitHub and Spain are just not good friends. All right, get the .env file up and running. And in here, I wanna change this to Miflant dev. User is gonna be MPV local. Password is password. And what we need: Docker ps Docker exec it bash 2f1, right? No, 2f1 bash. Sudo Postgres login, create database, Miflon dev with owner MPV local. Come on, there we go. So the framework scaffolds with a model view controller structure where we have authentication, we have emails, it comes with Tailwind, you can also use vanilla Tailwind, it comes with some telemetry setup, so we have basically everything we need for building a full stack Go application. It also has some opinionated tooling that comes with this Endurel.log, so we can manage it across different developer environments and setups. So if you have Windows, this should work. If you have Mac, this should also work. All right, enough promo. So I'm gonna do initial commits, right, and GitHub repo create. I wanna create it. This one, yes. In labs, and it's gonna be a private one. We want a remote, please. Yes, good. Right, so this is a project I've built a few times now, where I have done it from scratch, and then I wiped it, and then I have done it from scratch plus wiped it. So I kind of find the path I want to go on, but essentially it's a platform where you connect a server, so that can be a server on Hetzner, on DigitalOcean, AWS, whatever. Then my application configures it, and after it's configured, it will do some SSH hardening, it will install a reverse proxy, and then it will provide you with some webhooks or some deployment URLs, so you can easily deploy new versions, and you can manage the life cycles. You can create different kinds of environments, so staging, production. You can create smaller environments for your pull requests and all those kind of things. So a modern self-hosting dashboard, kind of like Coolify or Dogploy, but wanna have to be a little bit more managed. So first of all, I'm gonna create a data structure here. It's gonna be servers. Technically, I also want to have like teams and then users. So we have teams and then a users table that we already have right now, and then users is going to be part of teams, and servers is going to be part of teams as well. And then we want to have applications, which is just going to be some basic information about the application you're deploying. We also want to have a deployments table. Deployments that should be related to both the server table, right, and also the applications table, so we can see which applications is being deployed on which server. Yep, that makes sense, I think. And we have teams, so maybe I will just focus on teams later on. All right, so this is pretty much what we're going to be doing today, getting all of those models and migration created. And I also want to configure, let me just check if everything is good. Actually, doctor, we are good. I also want to set up base code, which is basically ChatCDN, but for proper for HTML and vanilla JavaScript, so you don't have to do it in React. So let's say jar set up base code. Gonna chuck that onto the remote, and I should probably beef up the zoom a little bit. Maybe like this, I think. All right, base code.css, and then theme is already there. Good. Right. And we have base. Good. So I'm just gonna grab this from another project that I have. I already have the base code CSS or Tailwind file. Then the base is gonna be all of this basically. And theme, let's do, actually let's grab the cyber theme, it's quite nice. So this, no. Go. Give that a save, and then go to layout. Then we're gonna say layout is going to be class cyber, which is inspired by this theme. Or this tool I saw on Twitter, has like a cyberpunk feel to it. Let me put this down here. Work, Miflant, say and dual run down here. Okay, so routes, we have, that is not right. All right, I should have fixed this, so let me just check. What commits did I just do? Okay, fix do not add /int, is that? So why is it complaining? It should not be complaining. So this one should definitely be complaining, that's right. Okay, so I guess we can just do it like this. And we should be good to go. Maybe not. Probably also need to dual db make up. Yes. Right. There we go. So this is not being applied. We have cyber, which is what we want. I haven't applied the styles, so in layout, we're no longer gonna be using BG base, we're gonna be using BG background, which is a little double, but we're gonna be using the terminology from base code. So it's gonna be text background and text foreground. Container, text and texts. I guess foreground. Yeah. There we go. Right. Give that a save. Sure. Set up base code. Create a quick pull request. Just merge it straight away. GHPR merge. Yes. Right. So let's get back to the database structure. And what did I actually end up doing in my wiped version? For servers, we create teams here. Okay, so we need a data structure. And let's get this one down here again. So what I want is a dual db make new create teams table. Create yeah, let's just call this team membership. And then we're just gonna do servers as well. Come on, GitHub, why are you so slow? It's crazy. Teams, users. Okay, that's not what we want. We wanted the server system here where, so we have teams and we have team membership, that's right. And then we also have the servers. And it then has a server ID, which is not what we want. Okay, let me get the team structure set up first, and then we can deal with the server after. So in migrations, I'm just going to jump in here and say teams. We want to have this, and I like this to be here, and we do not want no defaults. We want to have name, and do we want slug to be unique? Yeah, I guess I could just add something to it so we don't look up. No, let's make it easier on myself and just do unique for now. Don't need to uppercase all of this. Stop. Create table if not exists. Yeah. And then team membership. What do we do here? Not null, right? Updated add, yes please. And roll. Let's put this up here. So team ID and user ID has to be unique. That also makes sense. And we have updated ads. We should probably have width. With time zone, which should likely also be done on Teams. Yes, Teams and team, there we go. Just make it a bit easier to read. So you get to be part of a team. And you're gonna get a membership, right? Let's get this one out of the way and jump out now. And now we can use Endure to generate the model, the view, the controller, the routes, and everything. We just need to register themselves. So we can say Endure generate resource team. And we should get a team. We do. Team membership. Do we also get a membership? We do. There's no errors. That's nice. So let me just quickly introduce here what we have done. So the Endure generate is like a one-time operation to get you going whenever you're adding a new table to your database, where it's supposed to be a Kickstarter, and then afterwards you will take this and run with it yourself, where we will not do any ORM like modifications. So anything after this point is up to the user, but it also, in the day and age of LLMs, this becomes super easy to expand upon, because we start by showing the LLM some good practices and how we want to write our code. So if you need to make modifications to the table afterwards and update this, the LLM has something to go for, it has some conventions. That's really easy for it to follow. So in general, we just want something that makes it easy to get going by creating resources and start to do all these like CRUD operations that are the thing we probably do most in web apps. Okay. So we just need to pass these into UUIDs. We have team and user. Right, and then we need to repeat this for, I guess, update. Yes. Yes, and team ID and user ID, and I can see that we use snake case. I'm not, because Dual comes with Datastar, and I'm pretty sure Datastar uses kebab case. It's camel case, but the first one is lower. Let me just check. So we also generate views. We can take that. So you've seen the controller for the CRUD operations following the conventions of Rails. We also generate the models, and we also generate the view. So we have this resource view right here. And if I go to the new, it should probably be the membership one. Okay, so we do add this. All right. JSON tags snake K. Come on. Snake case should be kebab case. Right. Also approaching a beta version of Andol, so I'm just taking notes on everything I'd like to change. So I think the data structure actually looks decent. Yes. We also have the queries here. We generate all the CRUD queries. Then we have SQLC. Take these queries and turn them into Go functions, or generate all the boilerplate code for us. This one is modified. Why? Okay. Yes. Right. That's another thing I should look to. We don't need to rename this. That's weird. Anyway, we also generate factories, so it's easy to generate seed data for the local development. That comes with a very naive. I can just check it really quick here. It comes with a very naive implementation, so it's basically just following the what's it called, the option pattern. So we can build one that just gives us a struct, or we can actually create one that gets stored in the database. So what we likely want to do is we want to say name is words, or let's do sentence. Then this is name, and then we have slug make of the name. We don't need to call that string. Yeah. And then we also probably don't want to have, just want to accept the name and then say slug make name. Do that here as well. Membership does not have that. No. All right. I could technically also create some enums in the database for roles, but I don't really know what roles I want to have. It's probably only going to be like admin and member. Yeah, that's going to be a golang enum. Right. So Andol db mig fix dual mig. Yes. Right, and we have some issues in controller because we no longer accept the slug attributes. Slug make name. Ay, come on. Data slug anywhere, that's not. And dual doctor, is everything good? It's not. What is failing? Right. We're good now. Let's just check doctor one more time. There we go. Awesome. So we have team and we have team membership. Set up data structure. Then I just want to get, what did we do in Excel? So we have teams, users, servers. We need servers, application, and deployments. Right. And what do we do in servers? Logs and metrics. That we don't need right now, but let me just grab this server and cut it down a little bit. So dual db make new create servers table. Nothing. All right, servers table. No. Yes. Okay, and let me lowercase everything. Not null. Yes. No default, please. Let's put this down at the bottom. We want name. Yes. Do we want no? Type is not relevant right now. Status no. Domain. Yes. Agent token yes. And no to this. And then user. Caddy running. No. Agent version. No. No and no. All of this will come at a later stage. So we have a name. That's right. We also want, and that's gonna say, instead of text, gonna be varchar 255. Also want the slug. That should be unique. No. No, because we want this to be owned by a team, right? So we could technically do, something like this, where you say team ID and slug compo should be unique. We don't want default. Okay, so the idea is we are only going to operating on new servers for now. We will add support for onboarding already configured and used servers later. And we're going to put in the IPv4, IPv6. We need to associate a domain with the server so we can interact with an agent we're going to deploy on it for management, deployments and updates and rollbacks and all of that good things. Agent token, yes, we want that. And then we have app SSH private key. Because we don't really want to interact on SSH with all servers. We want to act over HTTPS. So when we set up a new server, we're gonna create. We are gonna be. I don't know if I want to have like the user, like the a server should have the SSH access key that we provide to the team, so they can access it. And then we probably also want a backup SSH key. I am not sure. What do we actually want here? No, don't zoom. So Methlan, and let's just jump into open code. And I'm working on this migration. Database migration, create servers, and that will store customers, some information about customers, server that this project will manage. We will mainly be so when our user sets up a server through this app, we configure the VPS, create an admin user for the customer, user that will run our agent, from which we will handle deployments, updates, backups, etc. And the main app and the agent will communicate over a REST API. However, as a backup, I'd like to also have a SSH key we can use to program I need your input on what we need to store in terms of SSH keys in the servers table. I want a plan, and hopefully I still have tokens. God damn, it's yapping. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also confused, my guy. What did we do? I mean, this is also the fucking issue with with vibe coding, right? It looks great, so you merge and then you go. So this is also an attempt to better understand this application that I've just been like exploring the concept with AI, and now we're gonna do it in a quote unquote proper way. So when your app generates blah blah blah, this stays in your database. Right. Yeah, so we only need the private key. You don't need to store. Yes, that's also right. Right. So Yeah, we don't want to keep this. Don't want to keep this. So based on your description, yes. Recommend, runs deployments, communicates via REST. This looks yeah. All right. Do we want to store the users API? No. Yes. Rename and remove user private. Private, and what do we have more? We will just fix it to be Miflond agent. Yeah, that's right. That is right. So then we get this. That looks good. Domain agent token. Yes. Let me just describe the end goal. Midflum, this project should make self-hosting servers and applications feel like, what should it feel like serverless. When a user connects /sets up a VPS, we run setup scripts like SSH hardening, security, and installs agent plus telemetry plus caddy, so that we can run deployments, rollbacks, what more do we want to do? Deployments, rollbacks, server updates, and health monitoring / downtime monitoring. Idea is to have a let's call it webhook that can be used to trigger a new deployment when a new version of an application is released. We haven't set up the table for this yet. Based on this description, are there any missing from the migration? Right, let's see what the Oracle says. Yeah. So what? So something with like the status of it, but I'm not sure if that should be on the server or should be like. Probably want to have status, provider, specs. No, I don't want that. Agent version could be last seen at. So yes, we will integrate with provider APIs. So we probably should store provider. We will install what was the Prometheus from monitoring, but maybe a status field that we can update on the table would be good. Not sure if this should be an events or health table though. It's not important right now, but will likely be in the future. Yes, but not relevant now. So probably only need to should provider have unique constraints? So provider server ID, that's probably good. Yeah, you are so right, Claude. It's provider persona ID. Probably should have that. Yes. Add those suggestions to the migration, please. Should probably just have added myself. What did it do database? No, servers. Table. Oh, fucking hell, come on. Just fucking. Okay, I'm in plan mode. Fair enough. Fair enough. What is the last? That's unique. Yeah, get rid of this. Right. And not null, we're gonna handle this in application code. Okay. I think this is where we wanna be with the server. So let me just generate the MVC components, generate resource server. And do we modify? We do. That's strange, we don't need to do that. Alright, that's why it's alpha version of the framework, so we can fix that later. Yeah. Dual db make fix. Edit server migration. Yeah, it's server migration. Clear. All right, so we have the server migration, and then I don't know how to. So do I do it both ways? Yeah, I need servers can have multiple applications. An application can have multiple servers, right? So we can do multiple deployments and have a load balancer in front. And we'll make new create applications table. DB. And what did I have? API keys, application environments. It's probably just going to be like this for now. Yes. Lowercase this thing. Have this here. No defaults now. We're gonna handle this in the SQL layer. Name. Yeah, Docker Compose. We don't need that for now. Don't need all of this for now. And also don't need this for now. Also no. And we don't need so I want the slug and the team ID to be unique. Yes, we can have multiple of the same application. I think that's right. Yeah. And then what did we do? Then we created environments. Yeah, okay, that because we want to have one application that can have multiple environments. Maybe I just want to have. Do I want to have that for now? No, I can just add. Let me just add a varchar calls in environments. Yes. So we're just gonna be I have just created the applications table, migrations application. We also need a deployments table created yet to track deployments and their status based on this script. An application can belong to more than one server, and a deployment should trigger a release on all associated servers. Isn't that what I want? That's what I want. Yes. So we also had, in this one we had the webhook. Where did I have the webhook for this? Current environment, variables, no. Webhook token. Was that in deployments? Image tag, deployments, the execution. No, let us ask the LLM. This should ideally be possible by a webhook based on this and the server and this database migration servers. Go. Let's see what it says. I can see a few issues. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair. Yeah, so it becomes unique per team. A junction table, yes. Yes. And okay. Yep. Questions for you. I think associated with PR, etc. I'm not sure if this should be postponed. Postponed to later or not. Not sure what you mean. When are the if you need to change something, it should be a new deployment. Possibly yes, but I think we will focus on binary deployments. Golang for now. That's number 3 and number 4. Yes, we should use UID across the board. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's a good question if you should have it per, because we could sometimes only wanna fuck. Yeah, we need it per environment. Damn. I might need to revisit this schema at one point. Build command binary name. For now, only health check port. All likely only env, vars and domain. I actually don't know how I want to deal with the binary deployment, because they could either upload it somewhere or give access to the GitHub, but that also feels like a lot of work, but it's probably easier. Connect with actually it's probably easier just to do Docker for now, because what we would need to do is have we need to have either access to the GitHub, figure out how to build it. Instead of just giving access to Docker. Sure. The more I think about it, binary deployments feels more complicated to support compared to Docker images. Would you suggest 5? I guess, should I create a single? No, just show me the migrations and I will copy and paste them into the correct files. So, let me also check the music. Are we actually... Okay, we still have some time. Or what? Create a mix. get some chill lo-fi. What do we say? Okay, user. Yeah. Start with Docker is easier. If not, we need to register with like somewhere to store the artifact. I feel like Docker is simpler as well. Yes, I would probably just want to get it running as soon as possible. Yes. Also, I guess I need to figure out how I would probably. You could probably add artifacts to GitHub and then pull them from there. But to get this running faster, I should probably, let's just go with Docker first approach. Likely yes. I think if we go with a Docker first approach, we should use Docker compose and let the user define this per env. But it would be great to have the option to specify the type. Can have like Docker, Go, Rails, Lara, etc. Okay. We are on the limit, so let's switch over to Open Router. Let's see what it says. Yes. And what do we want? I probably want option A and then yes, that is intended behavior. So what do we have? We have registry credentials, nice. We have summary. Now show me all the I can copy, paste. All right. Repository URL, okay. image repository. That looks to Docker from the start, because we have the supposed to be for more than Docker registries. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so we need to get these ones in order. Dual db make fix, and then we need to create application create application servers table, right? And then we need create the deployments table, and then we need deployment releases table. Yes. Right, yes. And it looks like probably need another name than type, but other than that, and no defaults, please. Packaging package type packaging. What is a good name here? Packaging approach, Docker, binary, etc. Yes. Okay, applications. Oh, of course, I also need. I have. Great. And then we need all of this. Yes. Application servers, deployments, and do not want any indexes for now. Finally, deployment releases. Come on, open code. I think this looks good. Fix them up. And apps and deployment structure. So at this point, I just need to say dual generate resource application. Right. So database application. What is it complaining about? Invalid binary. Yes. There we go. What? Can't make comments now? Generate resource application? No. All right. Add application model. And then we need application server. Application server model. Deployment. Deployment model, and finally deployment release model, and we should be good to go. Add deployment release model. All right. So if we look at the drawing, we have basically what I wanted to do for today. So I'm gonna cut it now and maybe make some changes, but this is basically the foundation for the data structure, and then it's basically a question of provisioning the server, running some bash scripts, and then keeping track of applications and deployments. Right. All right, I'm gonna jump now, and then I will pick this up tomorrow or Wednesday, I believe.